Welcome back to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. My name is Scott Switzer. I'm the Clydesdale. We've got with us Charlie Hustle in his car. We've got Amy Radowski in her gym, and we've got Kat Shear in her affiliate.
In the dark.
And we're all back from a glorious weekend, and we're so excited to be with you here on the YouTube channel.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was just a big echo.
Oh.
It's gone.
So awesome to see you guys again. I am still tired. I am trying to keep my eyes open, but we wanted to open up this week's show with just kind of a recap where Kat and I were at the Masters Fitness Collective and just give a brief rundown. I know Charlie and Amy attempted to watch it on YouTube, so we'll get a little feedback from them on how that went. Amy said no.
I was out of town, so I could.
Oh, that's right.
I know Charlie was trying to watch.
Yeah, I don't want to.
What was that, Charlie?
Yeah, I tried to watch it.
Tried?
So let's start there. What was it like trying to watch the feed?
It was very confusing. You could barely tell who was doing what. The camera work was all over the place. There was way too many people there. It was just, there was a lot. There was a lot to kind of digest. And even if you were looking for certain people, it was kind of hard to figure out who was where, and they cut away from somebody. It was interesting. We'll say that.
And so the listeners know one of your best friends actually competed in the elite 40 to 44 division, correct?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had a vested interest in trying to see that individual, correct?
Yes. And now he wasn't at the top, so, but, they would start with a view of his group and then slide over to another group without really talking about where we're going or what we're doing. And, an example of that is that I think it was can't think of what it was called. Some with an S. Swiss Army or
Sisyphus
or something.
Sisyphus. Yeah.
The one with the bar muscle ups.
Yep.
So they get off the bike. They wouldn't follow the first person off the bike. They'd just kind of stay on the bikes, and then and the RX women and men together I don't even understand what was happening there, but it was rough. It was a little rough.
So live, there were 3 and sometimes 4 floors going simultaneously. I think it's a cool concept because you can kind of bounce from place to place, but the main 2 floors had announcers. The other 2 floors did not. When you're judging, you're hearing countdowns, 3, 2, 1 goes from the mic and the speakers on the main floor. When you're on the side floor, we actually had athletes stop in the middle of their workout because they thought time had run out.
Oh no.
And we had to say, like, go, go, go. No, that's them. You keep going. It was a little bizarre there.
How did I did think Kyle Shipp, who did the commentary, did a really good job. Like for what he could do, not maybe knowing exactly where the camera was or what was going on. I mean, there wasn't some huge control room of, Charlie, what's his name? I want to say Charlie Doty, whatever, from CrossFit. Anyway, he's like a producer and, in the control room with like 8 screens and telling everyone to break here and break there. So I think it was a good first effort to have it with commentary, because if you recall last year, it was just a camera spanning the floor and it was just going. And so there wasn't any commentary. Now there was only 1 floor, and presumably you could follow along a little bit and the signage was a little more obvious, but definitely just, I think we've grown too quickly. Maybe, we're growing really quickly and maybe don't have the infrastructure to kind of support all that growth just yet.
And a little behind the scenes, the cameramen were the spotters.
Mm.
Like the cameramen were communicating to the announcer,
Yeah.
like he's on rep 15 through like a headpiece while they're shooting the footage.
Mhm.
It was crazy. I like that actually. I was in awe of a cameraman trying to be the spotter and get the footage to the guy up top. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Those
mean,
guys were legit.
I think that's cool, though. I think you're right, Kat. I think it's just growing so fast. But I think it's so cool that there's that many masters athletes competing in this sport,
For sure.
comparatively to other sports, and they can still compete at a high level. I think that's awesome.
And just to put a reference, there were almost 500 athletes at this event.
Yeah. Bigger than the games.
And the show they put on was phenomenal. Like the stuff, there were grandmothers in their 70s doing full thrusters. I beg, I hope to God I can get below the hip crease at 72 like these women were doing. It was phenomenal.
I bet Charlie's wishing that too.
All right. At 46, I want to.
So let's move to some of the athletes. This is a competition where they start masters at 30 and go all the way to 65 plus. So you have like a baby masters kind of getting ready, dipping their toe in the water to what the masters competition at the games would be like. 35 to 39, Brian Wong and Kyle Ruth put on a show. Brian Wong is getting better and better the older he gets. He is becoming a dominant masters athlete. And he is so humble. If you watched our show with him, he's like, I don't know, maybe I'll be okay. Didn't get to train much. He blew it out of the water. And Kyle Ruth was really good. Really good. He just could not catch him.
Yeah.
And I got news for you. The integrity of Kyle Ruth, he's got my undying respect now. We misentered a score on his score sheet. We gave him credit for all 5 rounds of that snatch, and he came and found me on Sunday and said, "Hey, just so you know, I only did 4 snatches. Like I didn't do all 5. You gave me an extra, whatever the weight was on his score, and it changed, his placing. I don't know if it affected the overall ranking for the weekend, but we made some clerical errors over the weekend. Obviously that's going to happen. We're human. And for someone to see that in the spotlight like that and come forward and just be like, listen, that was wrong. Like I didn't get that. I thought that was pretty cool. And that happened a bunch of times. We had, little mishaps with like chip timers and things like that. And I had full divisions would come to me and say, listen, you ranked them before us on the run, but they were ahead of us. Like they finished before us. And like, whole cohorts of divisions would get together and agree that we had the ranking wrong based on the chip timer, and we would change it. And it was great. Like that would never happen at the games. Like you think, you think of an elite athlete, like they saw a glitch on their scorecard that they would go find the scoring team and be like, oh no, I was a minute slower. You got it wrong. Hell no. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's awesome.
That spoke volumes. I got a lot of respect for Kyle.
The other thing that was fun for me to watch was I forgot how freaking good Anna Tobias was.
Yeah.
Like, and she took 2 years off and looked that good. And I got to meet her for the first time. One of the friendliest people. Just, it like warmed my heart to meet her and the way she acted through the whole thing. And her and Jen Ryan going back and forth in that division was so fun to watch. So
we need to get Sam Briggs to join that the 40 plus club.
Yeah, I think Sam just needs to get her knee better.
Yeah, that would be
take a year off.
I think they'd have fun. I mean, the athletes were having a blast. Like, I definitely think they enjoyed it and, recognized the efforts of everyone to put this on. And, it was a big weekend for them. There was a lot of events. There were, they were there long hours, and I just thought it was pretty cool that they have that opportunity.
One of
do
the other
think.
cool things that,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
I
I
was
didn't
just gonna
mind.
say, I've seen Jamie Latimer in different chats on different podcasts I've been on. To watch her win a division was really cool. And to meet Annika Greer's mom, who is a savage, a quiet savage on the floor, just one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. She dominated the swim event, like dominated. Nobody even came close to her. And she finished 4th overall in her division as well in the elite category. Just cool people like that you get to meet for the first time.
Yeah, she was super sweet. When she checked in, I had talked to Annika, I guess the day before, and Annika told me that her mom was going to be there by herself. Like Annika was supposed to be her coach that weekend, but that was before she qualified for Rogue, and clearly, she couldn't be hanging out in Fort Wayne the weekend before Rogue.
Yeah.
So she stayed back and trained. But yeah, Leanne was there by herself. There was another female athlete in her division that was also there by herself, Abby, and I made sure that they sort of checked in within about 10 minutes of each other, and I grabbed them both and like put them together and said, "Hi, you guys are gonna be friends now. Here you go, Abby, yeah, Abby."
I love that. You're related.
Buddies. Yeah,
You're relating.
So it was great. And then I got to cheer her on a little bit during her handstand. I actually took some video of her. I should probably send that to Annika, of her mom doing that handstand walk workout. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and there were close finishes all over the place. It was chaotic being a judge in those moments because like everybody's screaming over your shoulder as it's all finishing and you're just trying to make it right. And especially the one that ended on the ski erg. It was ski erg, deadlift, box, burpee box over, deadlift, ski erg. Most of the heats ended on the ski erg with 2 people going balls to the wall on that ski erg to see who won. And I think nobody finished that workout. So it was always someone like an AMRAP of calories on the ski erg.
Kat.
But that was fun.
Yes, Amy.
Do you have a ski erg at your gym?
Yes, I have one. I just got it.
Okay. I'm just curious. We have one, but I'm always just curious, like how many gyms have that as like in program that on a regular basis?
Yeah, I don't think too many.
They're
really expensive. I think with the platform, they're like over $1,000.
Yeah.
And
every comp I've ever been in uses them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're exciting, different, I guess. Gives people a chance to use another implement. But I love, and I don't know, I wasn't on the floor at all, so I didn't really get to see any of the events. But Scott, did you see any interesting ski techniques? Because I know I was at an event here in Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago, and there were some very interesting techniques on the skier that I saw, and we're like, what are you doing there on a ski? What's happening?
So it's funny you say that because Sean Ramirez does a long pull, short pull, long pull, short pull.
Oh, really?
So it's like pull, pull.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Interesting.
I'd never seen that before. And then you get the butterflyers that are just,
right.
Then you got the jumpers that are like just coming down with everything they got.
Some of us are little people.
Yeah.
We have to get over
I'm a jumper
just to reach it.
I'm a jumper. I'm getting every pound of this Clydesdale body pulling on
into
that rope.
I had to do like a little intro to the ski machine, like for everyone last week, right? Like, so the first time people came into class, we'd use it in the warm up, and I'd sort of, you have to coach it, right? It's like, this is what you do, kind of a thing. And we do slam balls a bunch. I actually use slam balls as a modification for toes to bar for people that just like aren't going to be rig people. And I pretty much coach the ski exactly like the slam ball, where like your hips lead the movement, your heels come down, and then you just kind of like pull. But yeah, I've seen like the backwards butterfly one that I don't understand.
I've never done backwards. Like I've definitely done this way.
Yeah, no, I saw someone another time do a real wide.
Charlie, how about tomorrow? Let's video a trial of all of these movements.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You can be the demoer. I'll be the videoer. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but sounds good.
Poor Charlie.
I know.
So there's two other things I wanted to talk about before we move on, and that is the people I got to meet. We've had Travis from Vindicate in our chat. We've had Gabe from Paper Street Coffee. Got to talk and chat with them a little bit. Got to chat with Brian Friend. People were showing up. It was a lot of fun. Yes, Kat.
Brian Friend, I pulled him in to judge for a couple of heats. That was
I saw
so
that.
fun. That was so fun. We need to give the judges a break, and we were short a couple judges, and I walked up to him. I said, "Do you want to judge a couple workouts?" And he's like, "Sure." And then we're walking there, and he's like, "What's the workout?" And he figured it out. It was great. That was super fun to do. That was on that rowing workout. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, it was just fun getting to like chat with them, and these people you talk to here on the show, get to meet them in person. And actually Travis and Gabe met for the first time
Oh, cute.
this weekend, and they were side
Oh,
by
that's great.
side in the vendor village.
Peter Brown won his division, the RX division. Peter, we've had Peter on the show way back when, I believe. His wife was a volunteer. She was a rock star. She really rolled up her sleeves and did a lot for us. We got to see Patrick Sprague. Did you see him in person, Scott?
I did.
Yeah.
How did him and
With
Silver Fox do?
the Silver
They won.
Fox.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
They
won.
dominated.
Yeah, they
Silver
won.
Fox.
Super fun. Who else?
And the last thing I want to say is every volunteer was a rock star this weekend. The amount of time that they put in, 14-hour day on Saturday, just for your basic volunteer, and then like your super volunteer, like Kat, she put in 20 of the 24 hours, I think, on Saturday.
Close to it, yeah. It was crazy.
The amount of stamina that they have, like I am no longer built for this life. I learned this weekend. By Sunday, I was done. But I want to commend every one of them because they're rock stars and they're so fun to hang out with. They're just the best people ever.
Yeah.
And they love it. They love the life. And I just got to say nothing but kudos to them. And that equipment team,
Oh yeah.
for what
But
they were
no.
up against, what they were doing was phenomenal. And that one medic was amazing.
Sam, was it Sam?
Sam.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, so Tia, I don't know if you saw, but your girl Tia Vesser hurt her knee. You missed this. Did you see this or hear about it?
I did not see that.
Okay, so this was like during the podium. I'm assuming she won, but she was limping like on like a roller or something. She did some very aggressive celebration at the end of the workout, like a chest bump. And when she came down from the chest bump, her knee like exploded. So it was like not even yeah.
That's like me doing a PVC pipe thruster and blowing out my knee.
Right? Yeah. Something happened. They finished the event, but I did see her late on Sunday limping around.
The blows.
I know. Sorry, we'll have to check up on her and see.
She's my favorite.
You have a lot of favorites.
This is true.
So much.
She's probably my favorite.
So, okay, but there's so many that you have that it's not even special anymore. Like at least Khan knows he's.
This is true.
Part.
You are loyal. You're a loyal.
Yep. Since
stalker.
2016, loyal stalker.
Yeah, she her and I talked a lot this weekend. It was really cool. Because I've known of her for a long time, and I've watched her compete and win the games and all of that stuff. And this weekend because she was on a team, it was less stressful. So she was really relaxed. And I still think she clean and jerked like 230, 240.
That's insane.
At
Did you get her
50 whatever.
Did you get her on the show? Did you get her? Did you book her? Is she coming?
Not yet. I'm gonna reach out to her.
You're in the courting. You're in the courting phase right now. We're just
I'm in the
laying the groundwork.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was too it was too big of a fanboy moment for me to think straight.
I got it.
Neither one of you are going to Rogue, right?
No one's going to Rogue.
Okay.
None of us.
Text.
No,
But we're still gonna do a show.
Yeah.
And we have commitments from some of the athletes to jump on with us.
It's Halloween weekend. It is Halloween. It is Halloween. Are you guys dressing up?
I don't think so. It'll be Monday, right? Next Monday?
You know what else is this weekend?
The World Series.
Penn State game. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ohio
listen.
State, Penn State.
Yeah, listen. I'll tell you what my costume is. I'm going to a euchre tournament. Also, I'm going to wear my costume. Yeah. At the Tanskis.
Are you going to the same one I'm going to?
Probably the Tanskis.
Damn it. Every time you guys come, you guys win all the money.
I know. Wear a costume. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It's good. You seen Yellowstone?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, Scott is going to be Rip.
Oh, Scott can't be Rip.
Oh, yeah, he can. He's got a Carhartt and a cowboy hat and a beard and the glasses. I am going to be Beth. That's all I'll tell you. Beth Dutton. She's a badass bitch.
I gotta write this down.
He's a crazy badass bitch.
But she cool. She's also a good badass bitch.
But I don't think Rip would ever have dinner waiting for his wife when she got home.
Like I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's why we're characters, and that's why we're dressing up.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it. Well, I missed Eliana's homecoming this weekend, but I
Yeah.
did post a picture of her
saw.
cute, modest dress. I was very happy with the dress. But they had a party at her house that night.
Yeah.
And the ring camera footage is disturbing. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All three of them.
Don't put anything out on here, but make sure you share with us so that we can do our own research for parenting.
I'll let you know. But yeah, there was a lot of activity. We were reviewing it this morning, and when I got home, and Eliana said, "Well, at least they went outside to shotgun the beers, Mom. They didn't do it inside." And I was like, "Okay, that's good. Yes,
Yeah.
I guess that's good."
Yeah.
But I did get an email the next morning from the head of our civic association, letting me know that they were going to send out a general reminder about quiet hours in the neighborhood and to please not leave trash in other people's yards after parties. And she just wanted to give me a heads up about that. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I was really disappointed that my own neighbors couldn't just talk to me about it, and not tattle on me with the civic association. But I guess some people don't want a confrontation, which I wouldn't have thought that was a confrontation. I'd be mortified. I am mortified to know that those kids left trash in someone else's yard, and I would have been out there at 3 a.m. picking it up if I knew.
For sure.
But boys are just disrespectful. A lot of young high school boys are
we'll call
immature and disrespectful. But the dogs also got out at 2 a.m. So I'm sitting in my hotel room after a very, very long day on Saturday, only to get a notification that 2 of my dogs are 400 feet from my yard. And I'm trying to call home to make sure that someone knows that they're missing and someone's actively looking for them and all that good stuff. So it all turned out fine, but high school.
So fun.
So
So I've had homeowners association issues as well.
Oh.
Stupid stuff like that doesn't matter. Like we had our house power washed and we're getting a new roof.
Yeah.
So we had the little sign of the company that did it in our front yard. Yeah, got fined for that. Fined. Yes.
Oh, I would send the bill to the roofing company. That's ridiculous.
Literally dumb.
That's
dumb.
so stupid.
Yeah. So then I'm picking the shingle color for my roof. Now, shingle colors only come in a variety of pretty much grays, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going fuchsia or neon green or anything like that. I call the homeowners association and say, anything in the bylaws that say I have to have a certain color because I don't want to get fined. And they said, there's nothing in the bylaws, but we would like you to send it in for our board to review.
Are you kidding?
No, if it's not in the bylaws,
Right.
then you can't stop me.
hmm
So come at me, bro.
Look at you.
And so we're getting charcoal shingles tomorrow.
I hope you don't have to take them back down.
I would.
Why
do you
would
have
it's not in
Photoshop?
the bylaws?
I'm just, you never know.
I think you should use Photoshop, and you should take them and make them like bright red and send them just for fun, and be like, hey, here's the color we're thinking of. Please let us know. And then just don't respond when they say, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
I hate
I'm
super
I'm
so
so
fun.
done with them. We actually we had an old shelf that we were having bulk pickup. We put it along the side of our house for one day so that we could then slide it down for bulk pickup the next day. We got fined $30 for that.
Listen, how about a freaking warning, people?
Right.
Like, hey, let me knock on your door. If I'm going to walk past you to find you, I can walk past you to knock on the door. Say, can you move your thing?
Right. Like a sternly written email would suffice.
You had to look for it. It was behind the garbage cans.
People are
Like, there's
idiots.
no way you could have even seen it.
I don't got time for this crap. There's more important things to do with our time. Like work out, be fit.
Practice muscle ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's that
I don't
going?
know how we got here.
Took
but
2 weeks off. Going starting back Sunday.
Oh, okay. Shoulders feeling okay?
Yeah,
You're
shoulders
giving
much
it a
better. I
rest.
took 2 weeks off just to do that. So hitting it back.
I haven't worked out since Thursday, but I have burned so many calories on Whoop, and not sure how. I mean, Scott, you were up and around way more than I was all weekend. I think it was more mental stress than anything else that was causing my numbers to skyrocket because, I got like 4 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep.
Mhm.
And yeah, but lots of calories burned and no real food eaten. So I'm going to hopefully work out tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. What about you, Scott?
Yeah, I burned as many calories per day this weekend as I do in my workouts.
That's crazy.
And then I fell asleep at the wheel on the drive home yesterday.
Shut up.
Scott.
What happened?
You ask him what I said to him yesterday.
What did you say to him?
Now we
I don't
know
even
why
remember.
his car is duct taped all together.
Yeah. Thank God for rumble strips. That's all I have to say.
Here comes the GM of my gym, so I'm probably gonna have to go.
Oh man.
Who are you talking to?
I'm recording a podcast.
Is that Marcus?
No, it's not. It's Aaron. Hey, but we do have on here that Tia announces that she is back officially, and we haven't actually said that.
Yeah. True.
You will be on.
She is. She posted a reel.
No.
What's up, Aaron?
Hi, Scotty. Hi, Kat. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you.
Hey, don't let it happen again.
So Tia has announced she's officially going to be competing.
Yes.
Yes. So what do we think? Maybe her back's feeling better and she wanted to wait and see how she felt before she decided to take on the season. That's my guess.
Could be.
Or maybe she really wants to make it interesting for next year.
Or maybe she wants to make everybody train as hard as they possibly can and then be like, just get them out.
And she'd be like, I'm out. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about this because her camp released the retirement news at the games.
Yes.
But
Why would they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Then say, I'm sorry that like my camp leaked this. It was premature, blah, blah, blah. But man, I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ready for some new blood anyway.
So I forwarded you guys that Instagram of Mal O'Brien.
I'll have to look at that. I haven't looked at it yet, but I saw your comment.
So she's on a C2 bike, basically killing herself. And then she sort of like melts off the bike at the end of the workout and starts like panting and whining. And Matt just turns around, walks to the camera with this shit-eating grin on his face and said, she's a monster. It's great. Like,
yeah.
That girl is unreal.
She is.
So much different than other coaches' videos.
Yes.
Yes, so different than other coaches' videos when they're lying on the floor gasping for air. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That got me all fired up. When I saw that, I was like, oh man, this is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
All right, folks. Well, it's past the time.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye, Ann.
Well,
You're like, okay, that's fine. Get off of here.
I got time. I can stay on for a little bit. Are you
All right.
coaching?
And no, I got to finish my workout and then I have to get home because we've got senior stuff all this week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys.
I'm gonna